Hello everyone. In Darkest Dungeon 2, you aren't supposed to win your first attempt, but if you wanted to, you definitely could.
Like, then I just die at the boss or before the boss, and I'm like, I never want to play this shit ever again. Sorry.
This video is going to serve as a very quick guide to playing Darkest Dungeon 2, and in the background is a run I played using only the beginner stuff, but without using a beginner save file. So there's a bunch of stuff I'm going to get that I'm not able to use. But there's going to be some advantages that I'm going to play against. Man at Arms is going to be the strongest thing you have unlocked at this point. The amount of damage reduction you can produce is insane.
Let us hope to finish this quickly.
The turn order of the next 4 units is shown in the top right. The most common thing I end up using it for is to target any enemies that haven't taken their action yet. In the bottom left is the info about the move you selected, and it goes in pretty good detail about what any move does. The most important thing to know is that damage over time will always happen before an enemy or hero has an action.
The unrelenting application of violence yields morbid gains. Familiar heart crackles invitingly once again.
In the first act, you get 5 mastery points, and those can be used to upgrade moves. Not all mastery upgrades are made equal. The backbone of the start battle starts at the end and ends with food. At the start, one of the multi-slimes unlocked, which is better than nothing. I advise not using items for regions other than the mountain, since they don't really do much to help in ordinary combat, and for the fact there's no limit on how many you can use at the same time. You can buy them all at the start and use them all at the same time at the end to absolutely steamroll the final boss. Combat items are incredibly strong since they don't use up a move and can even out most things that happen during the run. The only necessary combat items are the Glimmers of Hope and the Laudum. The need for Laudum is especially high at the start if you choose not to upgrade Bolster on Man at Arms.
Black thing over there, what is that?
Obama.
Maintaining low stress is key in surviving the whole run. When doing most actions in combat, there is a chance for positive relationship points to be made if stress is low enough. This will be the main way to build up relationship points in the starting run, since there are very few relationship in items unlocked. Another aspect affecting relationships is the choice made before enemy and assistance encounters. This will always increase the heroes in yellow relationship by 1 and decrease any heroes in blue by 2. Going below 9 points will make the likelihood of a negative relationship to be 32%, but that's only decided at the entrance of a new region, so there's a lot of time to mend any low relationships before then. The torch will give buffs and debuffs to each side depending on the flame level, but below 75 the buffs are weaker, and below 50 they are only debuffs. Memory shrines will always be positive and give a new move to any character that uses it.
Ever to be free.
Perks are very unpredictable and can make or break your run. Clearing them requires going to a field doctor or using certain items. There are only a max of 3 positives and 3 negative quirks. Locking in a positive quirk requires 32 relics and prevents it from being replaced by another positive quirk.
Resentment, the slowest and deadliest poison of them all. Up ahead, the seat of our regrettable research. An artifact of unparalleled power. While the heart still beats, desire will never die.
The first two acts will only have one cultist fight before the mountain. This fight can be used to stall out and heal stress. Spoiler warning for the actual final fight.
The mind must be freed of its self-imposed incarceration.
The final fight of this first act will remove either your ranged or melee moves, or your ability to heal or stress heal. A big thing to remember is that the lock that removes healing will always heal the other locks when it's destroyed.
Empowered, emboldened. Trammeled, trapped, held captive by fear. The mind cannot hope to withstand such a protracted assault. This is no time to falter. Once again, teetering on that terrible precipice. There remains a foothold out of this mire. Now climb. Through adversity and affliction, the heart beats still. on that terrible precipice. Another wound, another loss. The enemy weakens and wanes.
The smallest variable can make all the difference.
A breakthrough.
Self-reliance is a rare and wonderful thing. At last, the world's mind is free to remember a time before the cancerous corruption. The Shadow's advance has been halted. For a time,